We are the team from simplymadelocal.com. I'll introduce you to our team. I'm Abby.
Ryan.
Taylor.
Carrie.
We're in the house. Welcome everybody to another fun Thursday evening here with the team from Simply Made Local. During the week, at all hours, 24/7, because that's what happens when you're a small business owner. We are behind the scenes of running simplymadelocal.com. We are an Etsy alternative handmade marketplace for those unique and custom handmade products. So if you are a vendor and you're looking for an alternative to what is now sort of the big box Etsy, if you want something that's a little more custom, a little more personalized to your needs as a small business, come on and check out simplymadelocal.com. You can set up a shop, you get a direct link, you can share it with your followers, and I'm talking you guys, a lot of promotional opportunities. So go on and check that out. And right now we are running a special. Oh, by the way, happy Earth Day, everybody. Hello.
Oh yeah.
Happy Earth Day. Oh, and happy birthday to my mom.
Earth. Oh,
Let's
yes,
see, we've got happy birthday to my mom. My cousin had his baby today, so happy birthday, literally, baby Jack. And yeah, it's just been a good day all around.
I love it. So in celebration of all the births and Mother Earth, we are giving away your first month free at simplymadelocal.com if you want to sign up for a shop.
Woo!
So when you register, you can enter in code the locals and you are going to get that first month free. And it's only $5 a month anyways, subscription. So it's very affordable, really awesome time to come on and join us. So I think we've got a really fun night planned for this evening for Earth Day. We are celebrating Earth Day. This is our week 2 of Earth Day celebrations, kind of like Earth Month.
I know. And I really, really like this one too. I know for a fact this is one that all 4 of us have never done before. So that's super exciting. And this is also something that's Earth Day, Earth friendly, and also a really cool gift that you could give for bridesmaids, shower gifts, birthday parties, a Mother's Day coming up soon. So
also a housewarming gift. So myself and my husband will be moving into our new home May 11th. So yay for that. We also have some other friends. We also have some other friends that'll be moving into their home soon too. So that's kind of what I'm doing with these is, yes, it's spring and yes, it's Earth Day. But I think it's so fun when you first move into a home to kind of personalize it and make it your own. So I'm so excited to be able to plant these around the house. Well, backyard, inside, wherever. If I can keep them alive, let's hope.
We haven't even announced what we're doing. Ryan, tell everybody, what are we doing tonight?
We didn't say.
So I always ruin it.
That bomb is, but when I was telling my friends what we were making, they had no idea. So I hope this is a cool craft for you to know about and learn about. We are making seed bombs. So it essentially looks just like a bath bomb, but instead you go and you just plant it in the earth and you can grow some whatever seeds you put in it. I'm using wildflower seeds. And also I have to tell you, this is probably one of the simplest crafts. This is a cool craft you could do with your kid. This is just like super easy and cool little craft you can do. It literally is like 3 ingredients: construction paper, seeds, and water. And then you plant it. So I'm super excited for this one. Although I am not going to plant them, I'm sending them to Taylor. So, so that's what we're all doing. The cool thing about this is how you can package it up after. So make sure you guys come and check out our after scenes photos of what our projects look. Why did all those words just escape me? What the projects look like after we are all done and you get our nice beautiful shots, because I think that's where this craft can get really creative and unique since it's such a simple thing to make. I know for myself, I got these cute little molds. So it's gonna look like a little flower, and then I'm gonna package it up in a cute little cellophane bomb wrapping and a cute little bow. I've seen them wrapped in fabric, all kinds of different ways. You could do this really fancy. You can do this really rustic. So there are lots of different methods in which you can package it up and make it look really cute.
Awesome.
That's
Also,
what think
I
love
want
about
to
this.
really quickly say a shout out to Mark. Okay,
Yes.
he has been on our lives every single week
Yes,
as like
he's
number
working out.
one every week. So thank you, Mark.
He's
We
mentioning
appreciate
that he's
Mark,
number
thank you
one
for
too.
joining
So
us.
we see you, Mike.
And Chris, that he was just getting on with us right now.
Yeah.
We're really, really thankful for your support. You guys allow us to keep doing this, but also we love coming on here every Thursday and sharing a craft with you guys. This is sort of our 1 hour a week that we give ourselves to make time for the crafting. So if this is your first time joining us, welcome. We come here every Thursday night at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time to bring you a new craft. So we put out our supply list on Saturday. So you can check that out and see what we're making, as well as a link to our Amazon shop. Woohoo! We have now
Yes.
called a store on Amazon.
These are on there.
Where you can shop the supplies that we are using this evening, as well as other essential craft supplies that we have bought ourselves and tried out, and we just recommend. So I will be dropping the link in the comments below, so you can check that out, as well as on our Facebook or our Instagram link. You can get a link to that store. We'll also put that in the post on Saturday. So you will be able to grab a drink. We always have some sort of fun drink with us. Look at that. And, just take an hour for yourself to listen to some really fun, crafty conversation and learn a new craft like seed bombs. Come on. I think this is like the year of bombs. The hot chocolate bombs, the bath bombs, now these seed
All the
bombs.
good bombs.
Bombs, the
bombs. Yeah,
bad bombs,
Good one.
bombs.
Nice bombs.
But I love this because you can just, this is like Ryan said, a great craft to do with the kids, but also you can make this as a gift. For others. Mother's Day is coming up. This makes the way you package it would just make a fantastic gift, because not only can you do flowers, but you could do herbs as well.
You know what it would be good
Yes.
for is a wedding, like a wedding favor.
Yes.
Okay, these would be
Not bad.
fantastic wedding favors.
Let's
And
love
very
grow.
inexpensive.
You love grow. Oh my gosh, would this be
Speaking
such a
of.
cute one? And also, or even like bridesmaid gifts. That would be cute.
Yeah.
Yes, and
We need to know what the cocktails are.
our blog that just dropped
We gotta take
today.
some out.
What?
Oh, what are the
Mark
cocktails?
wants to know what we're drinking, and we want to know what
Mini
you guys are
conversation.
into. So drop that in the comments below.
Okay.
Also, I'd like to talk about real quick. Hold on. If you are a crafter and you own your own small
certainly.
business, we'd love to support you guys. So drop a link to your shop below so that everybody that sees this video can shop your store as well.
Yeah. That too.
Okay.
So Mark, I'm drinking a brand new one I just found. I'm currently in Las Vegas. I went to the local Lou's liquor store down the street.
Nice.
And I got a red wine. It's called Augment, aged in bourbon barrels. And I have to tell you, I've never had it before, and it's fantastic.
Yeah.
Zach bought another one the other night that was aged in bourbon barrels, and it was yummy. But that's not what I'm drinking tonight.
Is very complimentary to red wine.
Yes, I am drinking, well, as always, vodka. And tonight I have it mixed with, it's actually cran blackberry. I like to really get crazy with my ocean
fancy.
spray around here. So it's cran blackberry, and then of course my ginger ale. And yes, I am a Browns fan, because I know I'll probably get shit for this, but I'm a Browns fan.
It's okay.
Go Browns.
I'm
Gary,
just
what are you
drinking
drinking?
Chardonnay. I have no idea. Eric picked it up on the way home, so there's that.
Whatever. I'm what Miss Abby is drinking. Her favorite michelada.
My usual, just a michelada. Very delicious. It's my go-to. I'm not a wine drinker. I always want to be. I want to be. I don't know. I'd rather.
I'm a late life wine drinker. I didn't like it when I was younger. I didn't
Yeah, I
start
didn't
drinking it
either,
until my late 30s.
It's like Boone's Farm, of course, but
Yeah.
that's like a high school thing. So.
Boone's Farm. Oh my gosh. Idea for next
Well,
week.
for
We
next
all
one.
get Boone's Farm. It has been years.
I'll do it just for you.
Taylor,
Thank you so much.
Like multiple bottles of that.
You guys, I will feel so nostalgic if we can all drink some Boone's Farm. I will feel so.
That's legit. One of my very first drunks is Boone's Farm. Strawberry Hill,
it is
man.
kind of
Right,
Strawberry
you and us
Hill,
all.
yeah.
Don't you worry. Okay, so
Yeah.
seed bombs. If you are just joining us, we are getting
Mm.
ready to make seed bombs. And this is going to blow your guys' mind because this is going to be so simple. The supplies, you got like 3 core supplies that you need, and then everything else is sort of whatever you have on hand. And if you're doing this along with us for Earth Day, use things you have around the house. So we all used scrap paper and mold, some molds that we already had. Some of us bought molds, and remember, I will put that in the comments. And it's just super simple. So what supplies, do you guys want to go over the exact supplies that you guys have for tonight?
Sure. I'll start. So I'm doing actually 2 different versions. Most of the tutorials I saw say to use construction paper, and which I do. I'm using one. I'm using pink construction paper, but then I also would like to see how it is on just regular lightweight, like printer paper. But I'm using this blush color. I was teasing the girls, blush and vegetable. Other supplies you need, obviously, whatever seeds you are using. I got this pack at Walmart a couple of weeks ago when they first had all of their spring stuff out. It's a wildflower cool colors mixture.
Ooh.
And then I have a couple of cups and some water. I already cut up a bunch of my paper and I'm soaking it in the water. And then you will need some sort of blending tool. Although Taylor is gonna show us how to do it without using electronics. She's going prairie style tonight.
That's that's because
Natural
I am
prairie
LAZY. So
that's kind of an important part that we usually talk about on each of these lives is that you're probably wondering if this is your first time with us, there's 4 squares. And so what makes us really unique is that you're going to get 4 separate tutorials in one video tonight. You're not going to find that anywhere else. And we just have a lot of fun expressing our own creative sides. We are 4 very different crafters with 4 very different styles. And so we all do something a little bit different. You're going to see ways to use molds tonight, ways to use no molds. And you can do this with cookie cutters as well. And then we're going to show you different paper types. So you're just going to get all sorts of different ideas. And then same with the packaging, we all have different ideas as well. So you can hone in on one square, or you can watch them all at once and rewind and go back and have a lot of fun with it. So for mine, was that all of your supplies, Ryan? Did you?
That was all my, except for the molds. And these specific ones are on our Amazon shop. So check them out. It was like for like less than $9. It was a good deal. You can use these for anything.
those would make cute bath bombs too.
That's
bath bombs too.
cool. Okay, so for mine, it was so funny because I was going to go and get some molds, but I didn't realize that I had a bunch of molds just in my cookie baking drawer. And so I'm just going to use some baking molds. I have this heart one here. It's a metal one. And then I've got some silicone molds. So I'm going to make some heart ones with the wildflowers that I got seeds. And then I've got these little tiny molds that you can see here, and I'm going to do these ones with herbs, and I'm going to use more of the natural construction paper. So just regular construction paper, and so that'll be for the herbs one, and then I have some coral construction paper for the wildflowers. You are going to need to have 2 different bowls in my situation, and you can get a strainer as well. I'm not using an extra strainer. I have some cheesecloth, a blender. You're going to need to soak your paper for at least 10 minutes prior in some hot water. So that's what I got here. And then the blender. I do have some twine that I'm going to.
I put mine in cold water.
Oh, they say
mine's not hot either, Ryan.
It's been soaking a long time. It'll be fine.
Yeah, they say the hot water just speeds up the process. So if you have more than 10 minutes to soak, you probably don't need the hot water, but we'll see. We're going to see. What we love doing here on Simply is on Thursday nights is that sometimes this is the first time that we've tried these crafts, and some of these crafts were recommended. And so you kind of get that beginner's view on what supplies you actually really need, what you don't need. We love to give out those tips and tricks, and also what works and what doesn't work. So we watch other tutorials and kind of put our own spin on things, but we like to just kind of tell you, oh, well, you don't really need that, or that step went horribly wrong. We have a lot of those stories.
Refer to last week.
Last week.
My project.
Well, and the week before, you were last week, I was the week before. Sometimes they go wrong, sometimes they're fantastic beyond our dreams. So you just never know.
Never know.
Actually, this is
Never can
week
tell.
now. This is week 3 of celebrating Earth Month, because 2 weeks ago we did DIY repurposed serving trays, where we went and found old things that we had had. I had used Jenga blocks, and these girls used other serving trays that they had found, and we all revamped them. Ryan struggled a little bit, but then she finished strong, and yeah, beautiful turnout. You can check our YouTube channel at Simply Made Local, or on our Facebook in the videos if you want to catch those videos in a replay. And then last week we did repurposed retro planters.
Yes, those are going up tomorrow.
Yeah, those were really beautiful. Mine turned out fantastic.
Yes, I love mine too. But Taylor tried to repurpose an old, was it a wine bottle?
So are you not recommending that wine bottle cutter?
Okay, so there is a science to it. So you have to only score the glass around one time with the glass cutter. Your water has to be at a certain temperature of heat, and then you have to dunk it in the cold, like shocked ice water very quickly, or it will not work. So finally I got a beer bottle to work, but I had gone through a glass water bottle, a wine bottle, a whiskey bottle.
Wow.
And then finally, I mean, good thing we're big drinkers around here. If we didn't have alcoholics in the family, I wouldn't have anything to use. But we were good. We had plenty of glass products to use.
Yeah.
But I finally was able to make a beer bottle work. So
you know, that is like something hard. Like I've tried the string and fire and alcohol. I think you really need to like do a tutorial on that.
It was definitely, if I got it too hot for too long. So with one of them, I put my glass into the hot water, and I said, okay, well, I'm going to let it sit for a good amount of time while it kind of boils. I mean, it wasn't longer than 5 minutes, but it was so hot that when I dunked it into the cold water, it cracked it. So that was like the main thing that I was having a problem with, is when I would go, yes, it would have a nice clean break, but it would also crack the rest of the bottle, which if you don't know, I know I told these girls, but the very first night I dropped a piece of glass, ended up stepping in the glass, bled everywhere. My husband was freaking out because he doesn't like blood. It was quite the night. So I mean, I gave it another try, but I was hesitant.
And you learned so much about it. Thank you.
It was fine, but it was also very funny to watch my husband try and play nurse, because I'm always the one that has to attack everyone else with the tweezers and try and pull glass out of stuff.
He's gonna have kids soon.
He's a good, like,
yes,
gonna have
supervisor.
it was funny to watch him really try.
Aw.
Oh, so sweet, Zach.
Everything worked out. Let's get blending, ladies. I think everybody is ready to see how to do this.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to mute this because my blender is
Sorry.
loud.
So
It's not a normal blender.
I'll go on mute to blend. Taylor can give you her weather report.
There you go. Okay,
Yeah,
I'm gonna mute
I
this
can.
because it's
All right,
I'm
I'm blending.
We've been doing these in soak for about 20 minutes now. So I want to just put that into light, and then now we're going to set this on blend until it is like molten. All right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Blend texts are incredibly loud. Like my neighbors are gonna be complaining soon, so I'm muting. Bye, Taylor.
So I have like a NutriBullet, and I really thought about it, about using it, but it's currently full of coffee grounds because that's what we use if we buy like full beans, before we go, anyways, whatever. full of coffee grounds. So I was like, I don't want to use it. So I'm going to be really lazy. And I'm just going to be hand ripping all of mine. But for the weather report, it was actually really cold today. I've been freezing all day. It's been gloomy and gross. I think we're supposed to get rain next week, if I'm not mistaken. So that's exciting. The one day out of the month that we might get rain. So I think that's pretty much my weather report. I'm kind of curious to hear how Ryan's doing in Vegas once she comes off mute. Since she's actually in a different location.
I'll tell you. So Vegas was hot a little bit last week, and then last night we went to the Neon Museum, which I'm telling anybody who has any interest in like cool old stuff, like that was one of the coolest experiences I've ever seen. Our museum tour guide was amazingly knowledgeable. I learned some of the coolest like tidbits about the signs and the history behind the signs. And you get to see some of the coolest historic signs that are in like every old movie you could ever think of. So highly recommend the Neon Museum.
So cool.
But dude, it was cold and windy. So it was only like 70 degrees, but it's been super windy here. It's been windy all day today, and it's supposed to be windy tomorrow and then back to normal.
So that's kind of how today was too.
Yeah.
Where are you about to head, Ryan?
We next week we are heading to the Grand Canyon and then up to Utah. So those might be more interesting weather reports.
Fun. Yeah. SoCal's not exactly the most exciting, but every single day that I go into work, I crack my window because I really like the fresh air. I swear it makes like a big difference in my just overall being during the day. But I was getting like the wind had kicked up so high that it was knocking stuff off of the shelf in my office. So I know that it got windy today, but it was just kind of gloomy and gross all day, but I kind of liked it all at the same time. So it didn't bother me so much.
Okay, so I just had to blend the crap out of this. I think because I had such thick cardstock, it really needed a really good blend.
Yeah, I have like really good.
Abby, that color
paper,
is not exactly that's not exactly appetizing.
Like baby poo.
It looks
grossing me out so much.
Okay,
A little bit.
it will heighten.
Blend a shoe, but I've never actually blended something that wasn't food, and this is pretty gross.
So I'm just chopping mine up into tiny little pieces in my hands and then putting them in the water, and it seems to be working fine. And then I'm actually going to be doing English lavender and then Tutti Frutti mix. I thought these were really pretty.
I'm going to move this down.
So this is what I'm going to be planting in mine. So I'm excited, but I'm doing very like neutral colors. And then of course, Ryan had to point out that I was doing black because I mean, what other color are there? I mean, there's no other color.
You guys, I'm like a bride. And speaking of brides, can I just interrupt everyone? It is wedding season. Wedding season is upon us. And today we're so excited.
I want to talk about it.
We published this month's article on the blog. It is called Wedding Planning in 2021. How guys can deliver more love.
Thank you.
Incredible. We found the best handmade artists that we could find that are selling products that you can use at your wedding to ask your bridesmaids and groomsmen gifts, as well as the after party, the reception, decor, and the wedding decor. So if you're engaged or know a friend who is engaged and is planning their wedding for this year, give them a hot tip.
Listen, take some advice from someone who I will never get married again. The only way out of this is death, Zach. I will never get married again. And I wish that I had some, very good blogs to kind of go off of and just interesting makers to kind of buy from and things like that, because I just felt like my whole process was just a whirlwind. But yeah, no, never ever will I get married.
So we tried to help. Yes, I agree.
You guys are
100%
really
with all of
making a
that.
case here.
So yeah, if you're
Well,
looking
you
for
guys,
those
I
things.
think I broke my blender thing. It's currently smoking.
Oh no! Unplug it. Please don't burn down the
Okay.
art.
So I have my mixture here.
Yeah,
and
this
I'm
is
going to
disgusting.
put it into the cheesecloth on the bowl, and I'm going to strain out the water. And this is key, people. This is the most important part of this whole project, is extracting the water out of the paper now, so that it can dry without molding. And then you can give those as gifts. So you have to get all the water out.
So your seeds don't germinate.
That too.
So, okay, I was gonna say, don't you think that maybe the mold would like add to the compost factor? But okay, fine.
Okay, so my
I'll make sure
cat's
that I
on
get all
my
the water.
laptop, which is shocking because cats don't
I'm
like
using
laptops
a
at all.
mini muffin pan.
Barely see it. Oh, this is cute.
Abby, that's sick.
Oh my God, Abby, why did you choose natural?
Don't use that color.
Oh man, that's hilarious. I didn't even expect
I am
this.
If anybody has an animal at home, they know what this looks like.
Okay,
Wow.
wow.
That is intense.
I'm realizing I probably needed another bowl to put this in, to put the seeds in, and
So I am doing mine the
Have an
lazy man
extra.
way, and I'm just taking handfuls of my paper and then just like straining out the water. Although,
Yeah, I'm just, like ripping mine up like you, Taylor, since my fucking thing is burning.
and I'm just gonna put it into these like little molds and then throw some seeds in there and call it a day.
Super gross, dude.
All right, so I am getting all of that water out.
Yeah.
This
I
is
think I
super
did a
cool.
pretty
And
good
you're not
job
left
getting
with
the water out.
Oh, one tip I have is that I don't have like cheesecloth, and I didn't feel like trying to find it somewhere here.
I just used this flour sack towel. I don't have a cheesecloth either.
I have these drying mats that I use for my dishes, and I'm just pressing it into there because it absorbs the water too.
Well, these seeds are kind of fun. I feel so like, I don't know, fancy.
Now, I don't know if I should put my seeds in this whole mix or if I should like layer it kind
I
of.
have no idea what these things are. I saw these at Target and was like, well, I gotta have these. These are cool
I'm gonna
looking.
try a couple different ways, I think.
I do want to mention that it is recommended that for a set is that you do about 4 sheets of scrap paper, and it can be any scrap paper that you want, construction paper. And then you're going to be using at least 2 cups of water. And I think I went over that.
Yeah.
The main thing is that you want to make sure that everything is soaking. So if you need to use more water, then you can, and you can just strain it out afterwards. So I got all the water out. So now I'm going to get a different bowl, and I'm going to put the mixture back in, still in the cheesecloth. And I didn't get out all of the water, but I want it to still be sort of mushy and mixable. So now I'm going to add my seeds, and it's recommended to do about 2 teaspoons of seeds dumped in for this amount of mixture. And then I'm going to mix it up with my hands, and then I'm going to string it out again in the cheesecloth just to really remove all of that excess water.
These are going to be really green.
I am doing mine very differently. I am putting I'm taking just like a handful of, or not even a handful, like,
I don't know.
I don't even know how to explain it. Maybe like a tablespoon worth of this mixture and really wringing it out in my hand, and then using my mother's mini muffin pan. Mom, if you see this, happy birthday. Thanks for letting me use your muffin pan that I didn't ask
I'm
for.
just going to mix these in, I think.
This is so cool. It looks like clay now. Okay, so the reason why I went with the natural color is just because I'm putting herbs in it. So this is something you're going to eat. I didn't want the extra dye in there. So that's kind of where I went with that, into the more natural colors. So I am making bombs with some spearmint and some basil.
Esther says these are very pretty. Okay, Esther, I'm excited because I've never ever planted these or seen these, so
I know, I
I'm
have no
excited.
idea how this is gonna go.
And
I'm putting a few in here.
this looks to be about, let me see here. I did have a measuring cup, so I guess I could take the time to measure this. I am not a baker. I am a cook. So I eyeball everything, but
Me
that
too.
usually gets me in trouble when I'm baking.
Yep.
So if this called for 2 teaspoons, then I probably, okay, yeah, this is gonna give me 1 teaspoon with 2 packs. Oh my goodness.
So, yeah, I don't even know. I don't even know how many seeds I put in there. Abby, what did you say? Abby put this together for me, so I don't know. 2
2 and a half.
tablespoons or something?
2 and a half.
So there's a lot of seeds here. We're
Yes.
we're good.
Yeah.
And
I
have these
did
cute,
hear that you have to set this out for like a couple days or something crazy.
something like that. 2 to 4, I think I saw.
Mine was overnight. So these should be dry and ready to go overnight. And then you can package them and gift them.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah, no, the one I was reading said like 2 to 4 days, but that could be
Yeah, I
because
don't
of
know
the
either.
water that I still have left in mine.
I
So-
squeeze mine out pretty good. These flour sack towels actually work really, really well if you don't have cheesecloth and you have flour
I
sack
do
towels.
have flour sack towels. I'm just
So-
again too lazy to get up and go find them.
Right. Squeeze it out pretty good there though. So I'm just gonna continue packing this weird paper stuff in here.
I kind of like the way that these look. They're
Weird.
like they're definitely odd looking.
Yeah, I've never blended paper, obviously. So this is
Again, I did it by hand, so I still have quite a bit of like extra paper left, but I've been like taking it and kind of like really trying to spread it out or split it up a little bit more.
Yeah, I mean,
This
it's
is
easy
kinda
to lift apart
therapeutic.
once it's wet. Yeah, it's
I thought I was gonna be super grossed out.
Blender.
But,
blend
some people joining us. Hi, Josh. Let's see. Hi, Esther. She says the lupin are pretty, so I'm guessing that's the type of flower. Taylor, you're using,
Oh.
I'm not sure.
Yeah. That's the one that I'm using, and they look gorgeous on the package. That's why I picked them up.
And forget me nots. They seem like a good seed bomb gift. Yes. Me and Carrie are using wildflowers.
Ooh.
So we'll
Yeah,
see.
that's
I
what
don't
I'm
know the
using.
seeds.
I'm using
cool.
I'm using the lupine and then the lavender.
Awesome.
But there was a difference. There was English lavender, and then there was like
Oh,
another
yes.
type of lavender. So I did English lavender.
That
I
English
got the
lavender is
cool
lovely.
colors mixture of wildflowers, but when I was there, they had like a darker, more vibrant color mixture. So you can definitely get a wide range of, I think.
Yeah.
I think
Colors.
really, as long as your seeds sit inside of some sort of compostable material, it'll be fine.
Right.
So
Yeah.
I was reading that one of the tutorials I had seen actually used a mixture of, it was dirt and soil.
Yeah,
not
I
dirt
heard
and soil,
that
I'm
you can make
sorry,
with clay or something.
Clay, yeah, so well, it's
Paper. It was paper and soil.
Ah,
So as long as it's some sort of compostable material, I think you're
Right.
probably fine.
Yeah.
To go ahead and put your seeds in there, and just as long as it's going to dry out.
so
I
can I
got
literally just like throw these at my yard and expect them to
Yeah.
grow, or do I have to plant them?
Let it go,
have to
Carrie.
plant them.
Let it go.
I mean, they're seed bombs.
I squeeze. Just letting you guys know that's what I'm doing, and just trying to get out any
Yeah.
extra water in there.
Yeah, I squeeze.
It'd also be cutest to
Like
like put some
crazy.
like planting instructions in with whatever you're giving
Yes.
them.
I thought for a gift basket for Mother's Day, you could do like a little shovel and some
That would
gloves,
be cute.
some instructions, and maybe a pot.
You know what I saw at the dollar
Yeah.
store is those
That'd be
little
cute.
and I think these are the cutest things, are those little knee protectors, like the little knee pad things. Okay, those are so helpful. I always made fun of everyone who used those, and then I actually had to use them, and I was like, these are fantastic.
No, my
Because if you're
grandma
out there
always used
gardening
them.
all
They're so
day,
cool.
it's like
Oh,
your knees are
You know what
dirt.
this would be useful for? Children's baths.
Oh, yes. Yes, yes,
Mhm.
yes.
Baby baths.
Oh
I
my
always
gosh.
wanted something like that.
Okay.
Are
I
you still
think
squeezing water out?
I seriously squeezed all the water possibly out of this mix. And
No
so
idea what this
now
is.
I
I
have
would
this little mound of stuff in the cheesecloth, and I'm going to now kind of just take it out and push it into my molds. And I'm going to start with this one. I got it at Walmart. It was $1. They're little ice cube trays.
Very
And I
cute.
thought this would be good for herbs. Now, remember, this has to sit overnight and
at least.
to dry. So I have two. I'm going to do one for basil, one for the mint. You just kind of break off a little piece. I should do this. You guys seeing? Break off a little piece and then just stick it into the mold and push down.
I smashed mine up quite a bit so that it's kind of broken up. I don't know. These are so green. I did not expect them. I thought I like added yellow, hoping it would like lighten the green up a little bit, and they're still very green, but that's fine.
I like that green, Carrie. I think it's pretty.
I mean, it's earthy. It's good.
I saw some because it's
Little green
specifically
ice
for Earth
cream
Day
cones.
that they made balls and they put like the base was the blue and then they just tucked green pieces to kind of like represent the continents. And so it
Very
looked like we
cute.
were giving an earth. It was really cute.
Cute.
This is so cool, you guys. Look how these are turning out. This is so cool.
Very cool.
I think
Yeah,
this one's
mine
gonna have a lot more seeds.
I'm pretty
than the
much
rest.
done. I'm gonna go ahead and rip up some other colors to soak.
Yeah, I'm gonna smash some more of these seeds in.
In case you aren't able to stay with us till the end, and if we don't get done, sometimes we don't, we will be posting these our end projects to let you know how everything went on
Next
Thursday.
Thursday.
Unless
Yeah.
we have a blog article, which we put out once a month, highlighting other incredible handmade artists in the United States. We do that once a month. So if it's that week, then we put it out the next day. So last week's retro planters will go up tomorrow. Otherwise, every Thursday, you can check out that end project photo and video now.
Zach, ignore the fact that I have water all over your natural wood table, okay?
Nothing.
You don't see it.
Nothing's happening. It's fine.
It just might need an extra sanding when I'm all done. It's okay.
It's like extra seat. Okay, I didn't get all of these filled, so, but that's okay. This one's gonna be a like really flat one. Do it how you want.
Oh,
So-
Esther said these would make great teacher gifts.
Oh, those would.
Gifts, yes.
That's a good idea.
Actually, mine love apples.
Cute.
Okay. So the one I saw said to take a sponge and dab them at the end so you can get out any extra like water at the top. I don't know if this is going to help, but it's helping smash them down. So I'm just going to go
I
with
think
it.
that's a great idea. I was thinking about that too, like taking a paper towel or something that will soak up all the extra water at the top.
Yeah. Well, I
Once
had
this-
like an old sponge, so I figured I'll just use that. Switch them out. Oh, it is
I'm not
sucking up
loving-
a little bit of the water though, so it
I'm not
actually
loving
does
this
do something.
color choice. I feel like maybe I should have. That's okay. Hindsight is, you know.
Well, it'll also be really nice on how you package that, Taylor. So you could really do different, you know.
True, because right now it kind of looks like raw meat.
Well, it'll dry back to its normal color too. It just looks that way because it's still damp.
Yeah,
Hope
it's
so,
weird
'cause,
right now.
um,
Like dog
It'd be
food.
kind of funny if I was like, "Hi, here's a gift from Taylor, the vegetarian. This looks like raw
Right?
beef."
That looks like raw meat.
All right.
I think
So
we're
we're
just
just
gonna
gonna
be
keep going and kind of pushing these into the molds. Just like what Carrie said, I will be doing the same thing. I'm going to go back over it with a napkin and sort of really push down on each of the molds. And I'm going to extract any excess water, as well as really help to give it its shape by doing that kind of end thing. And then I'll wait till the morning and these guys will be ready. I'll pop these out and then I'll get them packaged up and ready, just as some nice, I'm thinking about you gifts. And then I'm curious to do these wildflower ones with hearts. Those might go out to some of my friends who are moms for Mother's Day. So I'm excited to get some cool packaging on that. I did see some really cool ideas where you can get a card, just like some cardstock, and then just kind of cut out 2 lines to sort of make something you could slip, you know, something through the cardstock, and you can slip these little guys, you know, in the paper and then write something on there as a card. You probably could do just a little dollop of glue and put it in a card, as well as some cellophane, little bags. I saw a cute one where you put them in a pot with some paper, you know, the little paper mache filler, like grass. So a lot of different things you can do to package these guys up.
Yeah. So, in review, Blendtex can blend up paper.
That is good to know.
A Bella, whatever this bullet thing is, cannot.
Get yourself a Blendtex, do yourself a favor.
Yeah.
I used my Ninja.
Yeah, I could blend rocks in this thing. I'm pretty sure I could blend rocks. So,
yeah, I bet you could. So I'm going to keep going. I have a whole set that I'm going to do with the coral paper, and I'm going to get my wildflowers into these heart trays. So we're just going to keep going on. I think we're about done. Was there any other last tips you guys wanted to share with everybody?
Yeah, I do recommend the sponge because you can, if you can see it, it did soak up some extra water as I was pushing these down. So
Yeah,
it really
I
does
think
kind of
soaking up
work.
the extra water is a good idea, but honestly, this is super easy, you guys.
It is really, it's not that hard.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't think you can really mess it up unless you just leave them soaking wet.
But yeah, this is
last
like
one might not turn out as well because it's like not as much stuff in there, but
kind of like
I'll just use that for myself.
a good project for anybody and everybody, like the
Yeah,
kids
this
or
is really
anybody
a good one
who's-
for kids. I'm pretty sure we're gonna have to do this one for a nature study.
Molds. Wait,
Oh, hold up our mold. Is that what you said?
hold up your molds. I want to see what you guys are pressing. Oh, I like that. There you go, Ryan. Ooh, I like that. So there you have it, guys. That's what we're making tonight.
Everywhere.
Bombs. Super cool. So remember, if you need some ideas on where to get some of these supplies, I did put a link. I put our link tree in the comments below. From there, you can check out everything that Simply Made Local's got going on.
These are all of our links.
Our craft supplies, our craft store, new on Amazon. We're really excited to be able to share that with you. So go on and check it out. We've got a lot of really cool stuff in there, and it's just going to grow. We're just getting started with that. We really want to share with you guys some of our favorite tools that we just couldn't live without. And we've learned many things over the years. So
Sure, Bonder.
Oh, SureBonder was the first
Great.
item
And
that
all the
I
time.
was the SureBonder.
And I'll
Nice.
tell you guys, we are not affiliates for them at all. It's just a product
No,
that
we
we
just love them.
absolutely love, trust, and buy ourselves. It is the SureBonder glue gun. We couldn't live without it. I have
Nope.
mine right here, always by my side. They are almost, I would say, the commercial grade glue gun.
So actually, kind of funny story about that. My husband let another teacher borrow my SureBonder. He asked me very nicely. He was like, do you mind if I take this to work? There's a project that one of the other teachers wants to do. I said, sure, it's fine. Because I know it's hardy. It's like a good glue gun. Plus, I just wanted her to be able to like see the quality of the SureBonder. And I guess she was very, very happy with it. So it made me happy. I was like, okay, fine. I'll share my SureBonder anytime.
I don't think like all glues are the same too. Just like all glue guns are not the same, all glues are not the same. And we have used a bunch of the SureBonder glue sticks. I would say the SureBonder glue sticks and the Gorilla Glue glue sticks are some of the best ones. Way better. I know I tend to, like, if I'm in a pinch, buy the ones from the dollar store, but those SureBonder ones are excellent. So highly
Yes.
recommend those too. And those are on our Amazon store as well.
I agree.
I definitely agree about that glue. So Robin wants to know, what do you recommend doing after you've made these seed bombs? So yes, the care instructions are you would just get a pot with soil, you would pre-wet the soil, and then you would just pop the bomb right in and cover it with dirt and water it like normal and just sit back and watch it grow. So really,
One way to really make this like Earth Day perfect would be to not buy new paper and to use any of the paper that you would normally try and shred
Paper.
or any of the stuff that you're trying to get rid of.
Paper Easter grass.
I'm glad you said that, Taylor, because this paper right here actually had doodles from my tiny people from a long time ago that I just had stuffed in this old crate that I keep the old paper in. So just old scribbles that I would have just thrown away otherwise.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I had already shredded all of our stuff, but you could even take shred, you know, paper that you had in your shredder bin and put it in. And I mean, that would make like the perfect, you know, Earth bomb paper or seed bomb.
Make them into something beautiful.
Gift paper, like tissue paper from gift bags.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
that would work too.
oh, Easter grass. Carrie was bringing up.
That's why they're so green. They're Easter grass green.
Like old confetti from the dollar store. People using that.
Yeah. Pretty much any scrap paper that's just laying around the house. Throw it
Well,
in
and
there.
when we move, we're gonna finally. I've talked to my husband enough about a compost bin, just because.
Yeah,
Well, we have a pig, and like there's other things that like could really go into the compost,
for sure.
and so we're really excited about doing that. But this is just another project that you could really use with any of the like compostable stuff that you have. You could really make a seed bomb out of anything that can get wet and then dry into whatever mold you're trying to do. Really could be perfect.
And then be planted and just biodegrade.
Exactly.
Basically, if it's not plastic, you're good.
Yeah, for sure.
I think we're all set for this evening.
I think
So
so.
if you have any questions, we are always available. You can email us support@simplymadelocal.com, or you can send us a direct message on Instagram or Facebook. We're always available. And we can, if you missed anything or had any questions about this evening, be sure to check out that link tree and see all the things that Simply Made Local's got going on. And if you're looking for unique handmade gifts, support a local artist, handmade artist at simplymadelocal.com. You can find just a ton of really cool art and products on there from some pretty talented makers, and they're uploading every single day new things. So get on there, take a look, and we just thank you for supporting those handmade artists. We invite you to join us back here next Thursday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on Facebook Live, and we hope you guys have a really wonderful week. We'll see you next week, guys.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye,
Don't forget the
guys.
blog.
Cheers.
Yes, read the blog.
Definitely read the blog, yes. Oh, go now.